But we about to see if we actually live. I mean, it's not popped up yet. Oh, there it goes. Yep. The mic is working just fine.
My ear things.
I didn't see your ear things. Your ear things. Well, I guess you'll just popped up there. So, guys, we're gonna do this. We just did the burn dungeon. So if you haven't seen our last stream, you should go ahead and watch it and then come back.
He just told us that. Why is he sending us?
Yeah, we just literally called him right before, and then he said that he was doing that. Literally those exact same words.
I hope to steal a moment's rest after a little outing, but it would seem good to call us a foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Now let us keep you. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of a scientist. At least, no, I should have ever seen.
No. Just kidding. Yeah, I was about to say something. Of course, if you think it will be useful.
Thank you. Let us return to my manor.
Let's go find where Alfie is. Gotta find out where Alfie is. Did you seriously just change that to? Oh, okay. I thought you literally just. Did you not just get that?
Mm-hmm.
Like right before he did the that.
Lise! What brings you here?
That's what I said.
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hian. But that can wait. They told me you were out searching for Alphino. Did you manage to pick up his trail?
No, we just fought a missed dragon, that's all.
Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphino embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency. Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Well, someone has to do it.
That's cool.
I'm sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm not sure about, though. You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship. But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varys' blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varys' orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family. The Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a dormant citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed.
Not very nice. Why'd you pause it?
Cause it sounds bad. Listen. Hold on, let me oops.
But to his family, the Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a dormant citizen had violated the terms of our agreement.
Oh, maybe it's just my earpod that's not sounding right.
It sounds just fine to me.
Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varus's blessing.
I just want to make sure it's my earbud and not the stream.
They may not have been acting on Varus's orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family, the Crown Prince included.
It can be on there. Okay, now it's just my earbuds that it's doing. It's like, it's going in and out, like, it's not catching the voices. Okay, well I just want to make sure it's not the stream, because if the stream, I was going to reset it. My bad. Proceed.
And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
It'll still catch you.
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Dorma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters.
Sir.
Doodle.
But come, Lys. You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
What could Lys want?
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance. To make it official and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front. I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
So we're having a big alliance meeting. Limsa, Gridania,
Ulda, Alamigo,
Ishgard.
Doma, Ishgard.
Yep.
That's 6. Or is it? There's Doma. Yeah, it's 6.
Present convenient. Discuss the matter of Doma's defense. Welcome stay, of course. The offer that was requested.
Why are
to
you
be made.
reading so slow? I mean, so quietly.
I can hear it.
Oh, it just sounds quiet.
Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. I'm doing it quietly so I don't wake up the babies. Where the Asians are concerned, not may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lise, even if it was official business. I had hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made excellent progress, I must say, and soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on too. Till the meeting then. Katara, I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go in private. Go on, my friend. I will send for Hakudo and the others in the meantime. Great. I'll wait for you at the docks.
I don't want to talk to them. Rude. Just kidding.
Well, you'll see why.
See what? If I can. Okay. I was just trying to scoop the chair. That's so hard. Very docks.
Relax. You have to question every little thing.
I was just okay.
Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Alize. She's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. The Alize I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving, or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye out on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance, and Alize has you and the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't. But she's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Thank you, Katara. It goes without saying, but anything I can do, you only need to ask. So, I'd best be off. See you in Alameda. It's raining again. I'm talking about the game.
Oh.
Lord Hean is expecting you. May I show you in? Every time I hit the table, it's popping into the mic. Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone is assembled, so let us begin. I didn't talk about it while I wasn't here.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Let me tell you why you do this. I'm gonna go.
Candid as ever, Yugiri, and correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea.
Those? Yeah. Can you add me a water too?
'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire.
I was already in here.
And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own.
You couldn't hear very well.
In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Asian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies. During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual, but something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Aziz La. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn.
No, I didn't.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense. Aziz La was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrias-class battleship. It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the Burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Dorma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the Burn.
I see.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the Burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
A curious question. Besides Aziz La, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the two occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe. Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
So basically, we're talking about using the Allegan technology to erect a barrier along their border so that the Garlands can't attack when he leaves to go to the Alliance meeting. You know, attack while the leader is gone. In case y'all are wondering, when I said that to Katara, she nodded like her character instead of actually responding. It's settled then. I will journey to Azim Steppe with the Scions. Yubari, Nakuro, I leave our other neighbors to you. My apologies, I won't be joining you. What? I'm no aetherologist, and the skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use for the mission. But more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant attention. Can you refer extra person? Hurry up!
While you are away securing an energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections.
Carrying the burn? Come on, Alize. Did you not get the Taru to do it? Which one?
I want to say the second one, but I can just do the first one.
Okay, second one?
First.
You said you want to do the second one.
First.
It'll be okay. She's not gonna get mad.
Fine.
You wanna do the first one?
No.
I'm sure she'd love the burn. Joking aside, I was planning to enlist her help with organizing everything. But we'll still need a Scion on the ground. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll manage without me. Good luck. Okay? And you're supposed to read that. There's the three of us in. Very well. Shall we make first for the reunion? Is that funny?
You passed it. Reunion.
You
passed it. The reunion. Yeah.
Tell me what to do.
Okay.
It's raining again. So this is Azim Steppe. The tales don't do it justice. If you think the view is impressive here, wait until you reach higher ground. Actually, seeing as it's your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite spot.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
but not his purpose, I trust.
Relax
Might this be a fitting
yourself.
moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus.
I like the summer strawberry.
In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens. I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
She's impressed. Ian's like, get at your boy. You talk about purpose on me. An intriguing myth, though. I wonder how Nama came to be woven into it. An elegant hand, perhaps? From here, we shall travel to Mol-Yo.
That's what you were on earlier. I think. Right? I think that's what... When I told you passed Reunion, I think that's what you
No,
were on.
I was on the Dawn Throne, or I was on the one that's over there, the crafter one. From here, we shall travel to Mol-Yo. There we may ask Sirena, there's not a teleport over there, about the particulars of the myth, and raise the matter of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe.
Used to call it Molo.
See? That's the one I was on.
What's Dory?
Yeah, or is this one Dawn Throne? But there's
It
not
was
one
Dory. It had an Oreo at the end.
Oh. When's the rain going to go away? It's making me sad. And it's all like dark and stuff, like, you know. Dark and stuff, dark colors. It's like a dark, what do you call it? Filter?
Black and white filter.
Yeah, it's not quite black and white, but it's a dark filter. Hey, and Katara, I'm glad. Oh, here, you would read for her.
Me and Katara, I'm glad of your visit and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you?
There is a matter I would discuss with the mole. It concerns not only the people of the steppe, but of every land in the Far East. Ally with us.
You said ally with us, and then they're not even talking about that. Anyway, a shard
Hey, you're
of
rude.
the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul, and you need this to protect our lands?
I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of the place where it lies buried? This northern crag?
If that is your wish, mountains to the north, there's a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legend holds to be the source of Nama's power. There, I believe you'll find what you seek.
Ah, yes, I know the place. Just a brisk walk from here. And what are your thoughts on an alliance?
Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed with a storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However, I think Sokka is wrong.
Sokka's not here.
Sokka's right here. He's talking right now.
However...
Among the tribes of the steppe, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you propose, such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. But it is by no means certain that the pillars will provide the power you seek. Ere you risk the ire of the followers of Nama, might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If that is all as you hope, then we may consider how best to earn their blessing.
If all is as you hope. I thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offense to those with whom I would join hands.
Thank you for understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, this decision will shape the days to come, and we would not want to force others into war against their will.
Nor we. 100-fold stronger are they who choose to fight of their own accord. Okay. The Wheel of the Moon. It seems time has come to put my skills to use. Pray, lead the way to the House of the Crooked Coin. I wonder why it's called the House of the Crooked Coin. Crooked Coin. You know, normally you hear crooked, you think evil or deceptive, cheating, you know, negative things. So,
maybe that's a clue to what's gonna happen.
Crooked Coin. What is this thing?
Oh, it's a crooked coin.
Very crooked.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly looks powerful, but powerful enough? That you'll have to ask the expert. I said the expert.
Such an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an elegant artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Az's La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
What What is it?
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area. An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
What?
Mol Ilo.
She said it so fast I didn't even know what she said. Mlo.
Mol Ilo.
It sounded like she said mlo. 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 The moon rise.
Can you close those blinds?
Hey.
Let's put a glare on the TV.
Is it?
On my side it is.
Oh.
Thanks. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oops. I need you to mend my stuff, son.
It's not even actually that bad.
That's okay.
You found that which you seek then. Great indeed is the Dust Mother's power. If not less, it will suffice to protect our lands. The blessing of the other tribes must now be sought.
Of course, but to which tribe should we appeal?
There are many who worship Nama, but none are so fervent in their faith as the Doth.
The Dathar.
The Dathar. Their consent shall be the key.
The Dathar, least spoke of them, a warlike tribe possessed of unique customs and beliefs. I sense their cooperation will not be easily won. Nay, but it will be well worth the effort. Dathar fear nothing, death least of all, and our alliance would be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let us go to the Dathar Ka and treat with their Hatun, Sadhu. Arigato gozaimasu. Sorry, I'm silly.
You are very silly. Very, very silly boy.
Sadhu? You remember who that is? The girl who loves to fight? Her and her tribe.
Oh. Do they wear blue gloves?
Mm-hmm. Look at you. Okay. This is one of my favorite parts in this patch.
Why?
Just, I like these people. I like the sun and I like Sadhu. They're funny. They crack me up. It's like they're right for each other, but they're always fighting. Great faith gives rise to great strength, for better or for worse. Whatever it is that Dathar holds sacred, we would do well to accord it all respect. About her fondness for battle, Sadhu is an astute leader. If we plead our case in earnest, I'm certain she will be persuaded. My foot hurts a little bit. You again? Other matters demand our time, Hagan. Unless it is battle you seek. Alas, not quite. Quite the opposite, in fact. Ally with us. Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power? Of course they do. They are the source of Nama's strength. To the Dathar, no place is more sacred. and we will make ash of any who would defile it, though I see this is not your wish. You see the wisdom in our proposition, then? You will join hands with us?
No.
I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving the steppe to fight the men in iron, I would have something in return. Namely... She started cheesing. Namely, battle with you, Hagar. The Nardum ended ere it began. I would face you again, alone, without distractions. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger, and you shall have the Cathar as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms?
They both turn like...
Well, this is a not wholly unexpected turn of events, though I had assumed I would be the one required to fight. Alas, Hatun has made her choice. We'll be running here. Shall we dance?
Shall we dance?
Which one?
Shall we dance?
Ha! It shall be a battle the steppe shall not soon forget. Ah! Already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Hagar, and await me outside the car. I will gather my witnesses and join you alone. She cracks me up. I like her a lot. And why is it still raining?
It's still raining.
Try as I might, I fail to see the logic in this arrangement. I can but conclude there is none. When I was little, I would stride up to Gosetsu, wooden sword in hand, and challenge him. To his great credit, he never held back, and I had many a bump and bruise to show for it. Let's see, what should I fight her as? Bard?
Can we bring it back?
Dancer?
Can we bring it back?
Picto?
Can we bring it back?
Monk?
Can we yes, can we bring it back? Can we bring Monk back?
Alright.
Can we bring it back? We need to bring it back. We need to bring the monk back. No. That's so weird. Oh no, okay, that was about to say. Shall we dance? Do, 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 do.
It's not raining, great.
Probably because it's supposed to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how the cutscene is supposed to. Oh, pink versus blue. We ready for this?
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Han.
Oh, Han.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dathal. In the heat of battle do our souls burn brightest. We lay low the strong that we may rise higher. That is our way. The way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
I like her.
Indeed, it's what makes them such dangerous enemies and such useful allies.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
What is she?
Wait, mate.
Oh.
You regret being monk?
Huh?
You regret being monk and the movie put that? Like Pictomancer versus Black Mage?
Yeah. No, can we lose?
No, I'm not losing.
Like, can we pause the live stream and lose?
I can't lose.
Can you just lose? Can we, like, pause the live stream and
I'm
lose?
not wasting time on that. The baby's gonna wake up. You know how long this fight is? Stop wasting my stuff.
In death do our souls sing!
This is surprising.
In death do our souls sing!
What happened to your sticks, huh? What happened to them? Are they fall over?
I think this is a two-part. You know you have thunder down, right? Thunder down.
What happened to your dogs? They fell over.
In death do our souls sing! In death do our souls sing!
Kind of convenient that we were already in the spoiler.
Indeed. Yes, lady.
What is I believe it. I believe it.
In death do our souls sing!
You got him.
Sorry for the meeting.
Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so!
You remember the Nardum? That's where the touch
With
that
the,
thing.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like attacking you.
We have only just begun.
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the step
I
ablaze.
like both of these. Both of them.
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
The sun will not set.
Be gone, Moonstruck Oranir! I am busy!
fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever.
I like when he says that. The sun will never set.
Yet what should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Orinir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly.
Plentiful.
Let her speak for you.
You should have done warrior if I know he was gonna come. Because of my I don't think
You
we're
will learn your place.
high enough.
Okay. But we're not fighting with the power.
Forgive me, Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join
You
me.
wanna play with him? You stole him? Because what? Who is? I didn't even see him run up.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
The people watching this are probably like, whoa!
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this, but if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
It ended at her. We're gonna play as her.
Air of the 70s.
And you're two of the 70s. Why are we fighting? Because the stronger. How did you get the fucking? That's not very fair.
Bow down before me!
Hey, where's Katara? I don't see her.
Or die!
With Katara. I know.
Concentrate!
You would have died.
Kneel or die!
I told you don't forget to heal me, and then you completely forgot.
I completely forgot.
You forgot. No.
He's alive, ain't he?
Bow down before me!
Mark well and word.
Kill or die! Bow down before me! Tremble before the sun!
What's the defense boost on it? Why would I just kill you, Captain? Oh no!
Let us be about it.
Love when he
What? What is happening?
says, we should have just killed him when we had a chance.
No!
We should have just killed him when we had a chance.
To me.
God, he is so cool.
How about you?
You can't tell me this isn't cool. They both have them cool moves.
He said, what strength is... What ice is this? You're gonna like this next part.
He said, what
But it's gonna make
grace?
But it's gonna make you embarrassed.
How? I did it. I did it. I did it. Yay.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat. 'Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Narma's power is yours to wield. What does the sun say to that?
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy.
Jasper's so cool. Yes.
It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
You have our thanks. We are glad to call you allies.
You? By what are you called?
Who?
Y'shtola, why?
Are you my Nama?
I beg your pardon?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain. Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
Why do you always do that?
I am. Not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Little?
Little son! Little son! Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
We have wasted enough time here. Siren awaits for word of our success.
You still listen. I don't have time for this. She's so funny. The whole thing is funny. It's hilarious. I love it. That was great. Offended? Not in the least. I'm no stranger to clumsy propositions. And that, believe it or not, was far from the worst I've heard. That's funny. Magnai's unannounced appearance had me worried for a moment, but it was not his day to shine. Still, I cannot fault the man's bravery. You had not only to contend... Oh, that's you.
You had not... No, that's you. You had not only to contend with Seidu, but Magnai too? Such a fierce battle that must have been. Here you stand, triumph. Having passed such a test, they could not well deny you their allegiance. The mole will make no such demands. Weak though we are, we will gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being.
You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there is none I would rather have at my side.
God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I shall send you word when we have answers from all the tribes.
I cannot thank you enough, Cyrano. None of this would have been possible without you.
Hee hee hee.
Why is it still there?
Glitch. It was a glitch.
The call.
We got that on camera, right?
We have the requisite consent. Just time to put Nama's power to use. If the ether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the ironworks engineers do their work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the house of the crooked coin.
We could probably cut that out, just that part, and then we can make it a video. Very short video.
I don't think you can do clips while you're live streaming.
No! Why don't we just save the live stream? Main clip, can't cut it.
Well, it gets saved on YouTube, but I'm going to post it online. Yeah. But you have to pull it from YouTube and get it on here somewhere.
Yeah.
This will begin at once. You may wish to step back.
Are we almost done with this patch? Not even close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we are? Hey, that's not very nice. I want to do Shadowbringers too. Nobody heard that. How much did she take?
Did it work?
Or what did she even do?
She was reversing the flow.
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
Or maybe she was channeling it somewhere else. I'm not sure. But she had to manipulate it somehow so that it would go to where they needed to go. To manipulate ether in such vast quantities is draining, to say the least. I shall take it slowly for a while. I don't pretend to understand what you did, Y'shtola, but you did it. Thanks to you, and Katara, of course, we have taken a momentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe a rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Agreed, the others may already have returned from their missions, and I would know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado then.
Hi. Did you not go to Rising? Go to Northwood?
No, I did. I need to be doing this on Bard though. I'll let you explain.
I got all the XP.
What Dan's expecting you, man? Show you in?
Oh
Isn't your
yeah.
monk 81?
Huh?
Isn't that 81?
Yeah.
It's already ready for the first Endwalker
It's
dungeon.
already ready for Endwalker.
Endwalker, the first Endwalker dungeon?
It's 80.
81.
I'm already ready for Endwalker.
Yep. Per month.
That's the thing I always use. Yeah, once we get to Endwalker, I'm starting to do
Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well on the Azim step.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good. Katara and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure that the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. Thank you for engaging their services on our behalf. The minutiae of the arrangement you may leave to me. Which just leaves a small matter of our alliance. So, Yugiri and Hakuro, how fared you with our neighbors? My lord, all of the factions we approached are in agreement that the Empire poses a threat and may respond positively to talk of an alliance. From Hingashi and Suinosato, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we expected then. Well, there is naught to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that were amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done everything we can to fortify Doma's defenses, for the time being at least. All of which means I may leave for the meeting in Alamigo with a lighter heart. Giri, Hakuro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. Hi! My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that, I give you my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting then.
Hi. I like the Maggie.
I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should have arrived in Alamegan Quarter by now. And let us not keep him waiting, shall we?
Thancred? Wait, has he met Thancred, right?
What?
Has he met Thancred?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Who's Thancred?
Unless he met him, like sort of met him back when we fought Xenos. When we were infiltrating the place.
Yeah. Might be. Probably not really met him.
Yeah.
Just like seen him.
Doesn't mean he got them to come together.
That's what we mean when we say really met him.
Shella has told me all, and I duly told Orianza and Kyle. Kyle in particular was concerned about Alpha now, but I assured her that everything that can be done is being done. She agreed to continue with her own tasks for the time being on the condition that I contact her at the moment there is any development. So, that leaves four of us to attend the council. Arnval is here to assist with security, incidentally, though the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alpha now, I expect. But it's almost time. As soon as you are ready, present yourself to the guardsmen at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind.
Wait.
What?
Should we wear a dress?
The signs of the Seventh Dawn. Welcome to Alamigo. The Alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you to the meeting chamber? No, I mean they're wearing what they're wearing.
Okay. For the bloody banquet we wore a dress.
Yeah, for the banquet. This is the meeting.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we for our part are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The banquet. The bloody banquet.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino. Would that the lad could be with us.
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Our character, you can't see her face. She looks like she'd go like this.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the East.
So I told them, I'll lie with us.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways. If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
Who killed Xenos? I wonder who.
We did.
I know. I said, I wonder who.
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic. Subterfuge.
What subterfuge?
It's where
You have an
act like
idea?
you're part of a nation and you get people to riot.
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. That's actually
It
good.
does have the ring of truth about it.
It makes it hard for them
And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
Their own
But
people know it.
at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Sonus' death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varys' first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent, family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
That way. Sorrow. History must be changed.
What's going on?
I don't understand.
Ahead looms a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice.
Spies in our midst?
Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Is it over?
Master Thancred!
12 for Fend. Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
What happened?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I guess we'll find out. By the way, for me, it was raining right here.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
He said only. He said there's a calamity that lies ahead of
Knowing
light.
Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Alize and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Yes, there was a man speaking to me. He told me to ally with him.
You're ruining the moment.
Sorry.
Your
Stop.
testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
Cold.
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul. That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian Lahabrea.
From around the morning.
The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Thank you, Lys.
Huh?
As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
I'll see it after. The two keywords I remember from that is calamity and light.
Mm-hmm. Reminds you of some certain warriors of darkness who came here at the end of Heaven's Word patches. Do I need to go back and play that cut?
No, you don't.
You sure? If the Ascians are indeed responsible, we must take steps to protect ourselves, though I know not how. I just tried to call Oriange on his link pearl. He didn't respond, but I dare hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. Ah, Oriange, something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapsed. A disembodied voice suddenly started... What? But that's... We should talk about this in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. That was Oriange. He heard the voice too. In Thanalan? As we alone were afflicted at the meeting, I had my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Oriange, there can be little doubt. The Scions were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is the question, one to which we must find an answer with all possible haste. Whoa. Should be interested to hear how Oriange's experience compares to our own. Prelude and Violet. This is the last quest for this patch for now. So the next one is truly the last patch.
Wow.
Oriange agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. If any of the others heard the voice, we'll find out. I just heard it in my ear. Did I read that?
Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Sorta. Oh, yeah. Partly. Oriange agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. If any of the others heard the voice, we'll find out soon enough. Good luck. I should get back to the meeting with the Elder Seedseer, but if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. Lisa's in the Scion anymore, so she didn't get no call. Right, let's be on our way. Oh, wow, it immediately went to the next cutscene. I didn't get to go nowhere. Okay, pay attention, this is important.
Wait.
No, pay attention.
Okay, paying attention now.
Urianger! God, it's good to see you.
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
We could perfectly make sense out of what we heard.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed. I shall make it my task to... The voice. It calleth to me once more.
I hear it too.
Only you. Only you.
No! Ishtola! Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
No. No, this can't be happening! Y'shtola! Urianger! Open your eyes! Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something! Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
They're like the two smartest in all the Scions, and so for them to be gone, like, who's gonna figure this out? Like,
That's probably, they probably don't want us to figure it out, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't want us to figure it out.
Well, I mean, like, think about her. She's good at fighting, and else is left? Alphina. Alphina's good at like politics, but like those two, they're specific. What they're experts at is ether and the soul and all that kind of stuff. And now they're gone, and so who's gonna figure out what's going on? So she probably feels like helpless, like.
All we good for is fighting primals, and like if somebody challenges to a fight to get something, then they're gonna put us for it. Like that's literally all we're good for.
Yeah. But
we're just being honest.
When this was happening, before Shadowbringers actually came out, I was wilding out like, "What is going on?" This was so much fun. Like when this happened, I was like truly interested. I was like, "What is going?" There's like, anyways, everybody had their theories and stuff, and anyways.
No.
And remember, we had to wait 3 to 4 months. So like after this happens, we had to wait 3 months for the next patch. And then
we're gonna do the next patch though, so I'm okay.
And then the last patch, they split into 2. So you get the first part of the story. You have to wait 6 months because that's when they're making the expansion.
They're making an expansion too for those 6 months. You break there for working on the expansion.
There's the patch before the last patch. So on the very last patch, that one's cut in half. You have to wait 6 months, 3 months, and then you get the first part of the story. And then 3 months, and then you get the second part of the story. You have to wait 6 months for the expansion to come out. So everybody was like, "What's going on?" It took forever to find out what was going on.
Not
it
for
was so
me.
Fun though. Not for you.
I get to do everything like right when it happens.
Alright, let's say.
Okay, forgive me, that was an unseemly display.
It happened before your very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the 2 of them to a private chamber. But tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes in a like state in Alamigo?
I'm afraid so. Though given the circumstances, it would seem best to observe them together. I shall send the word to Lys that he should be brought here.
Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades, and how it may be cured. Thus will we rouse them, no matter what.
That we will, Hori. That we will. But first things first, our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend a private matter. Oh, I promised I'd visit someone in Limsa Lominsa. He's been waiting at the Maelstrom command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. Who could she possibly be talking about?
Do you know?
Does it have anything to do with Red? Okay.
Who's Red?
Like if it's any part of him Red. Like
I don't think so.
Like hair, clothes. Then I don't know.
Who's the little one? As you probably guessed, it's Gabu. We come to see. The private here will bring him out to us. You remember who Gabu is? Ever since the Maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can. And after what befell our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain. He's the little small, what are they called? Them little digger things. That thing.
Oh, now I remember.
Remember his parents were killed.
Here he is, my lady.
To summon Titan.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And he's been tempered, so he doesn't talk.
Gaboo.
Well, he said because
it's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens? I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now.
Now you only have me.
I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
You don't have to bear this burden.
No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Falls down. That's not funny, That's not funny. That's not funny.
Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day.
That's not very funny.
Come on. We have friends to save.
He looked up at her.
He can see.
Yeah, he can see. He's slightly tempered though. And he's sad because of his parents. Let's turn the Rising Sun and take it from there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It means a lot to me. You should read that. No. I said no.
I'm patting him. It's purple weather. I like purple weather.
Why?
I don't know, just for school. I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I'll begin by reaching out to the Myriad Guilds. That's why you should be reading Myriad Guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them too. I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone. Mark my words.
I don't know why you paused.
I thought I repeated something.
You did.
Yeah, I know. Much and more has happened in the recent days. Some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alphino to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire, they march on in the face of great adversary. Bearing heavy burdens, everyone is playing their part, and so must I.
Adversity.
Huh?
Adversity, not adversary. Adversity.
Is that not what I said?
No, you said adversary.
Oh, okay. You have your parts to play. I know, and it's bigger than most. So I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time. And I promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate?
I don't know about that easily.
Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave. Father.
Should be the one to sigh.
B.
I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back.
I heard myself burp in the live stream. That's why I laughed.
Oh.
Because he said, I should be the one to sigh. Burp. Sorry. Alright.
Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait. Would you
so,
not
Elidibus, is the name of the white-robed Ascian. Then, of course, La Habrea, you knew. We took out.
Yeah.
What? Have you no words for me either?
Yeah, he did have a white mask with that.
No matter.
I know.
I've
but
long
that's- I
grown
just-
weary
that
of
just
this
reminded me
mummery.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Hey.
Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your
What?
place in the simplest of terms.
What? My dearest grand.
You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err.
How could your grandpa be alive when you're so old?
Why do you think?
If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you
Yeah,
to remove it.
Does he?
Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have
Or is
ample
he an
means
ass?
at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read.
So, remember, it was shortly after A Realm Reborn. They were talking about he died, and he took over, the grandson. Remember? And so the grandson took over, but he was supposed to be dead. So how is he alive? And how is he young? He was old. Questions that need answers.
I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos.
Remember, because they thought that the Empire came together to stop the primals, but the Ascians are always making people summon primals. And so, how can the person who built the Empire be an Ascian who's against primals, when the whole point of the Empire is to stop summoning?
Because they were just
They're playing both sides. That's how they control the world.
Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power. And there is no surer way to obtain such power.
Now, the reason why is because the reason why is because they want to bring about calamities. And they want to bring about calamities because they want rejoinings, so that they can bring their master.
Wait, that voice. Remember when he said a calamity is somewhere in the future, whatever? Then, if he's warning us, then he couldn't possibly be an Ascian, right?
Right. So you've eliminated one possibility of who the person must be, or could be.
To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alec.
So he also built up Alec. This dude has been alive for thousands of years. He made even
Allegan?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But before you unpause it, I'm just saying, all I'm gonna say, the two key words that I remember from the voice was calamity and white.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about they want to bring out about a calamity. What type of calamity?
Probably a white one.
Oh yeah, but what type of white calamity? That's the question.
Super white one.
What? Oh.
He killed him!
He said, "Shut up!"
He's tired
You
of the disrespect.
fiends are overfond of your own voices. Mark me, Asian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Can you, like, stop it? No, okay. He's like, Asians, and he's like, but I'm not a... Shut up, Asian! Die.
Look.
Such a waste of time and energy. Both yours and mine.
Man, only if we could have had an Eorzean and having one of those
Lest you
guards that were
forget,
right
you
there.
are Emperor
Because
now.
the entire
If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game.
Red and blue.
Oh, do stop sulking,
We
boy.
need to get those
You,
suits.
of all people, should understand.
Get the top
One
information.
one might wonder. Blue and red. Republican and Democrat. Dun dun dun.
That's funny. Were they really
Ours
mad about
is
that?
a struggle
Probably
to
not.
restore
Were
both
they?
mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Maybe the red one's gonna bring all this information to the Eorzea.
Probably not.
Probably not. I wish it did, though. We love shoes.
That's supposed to mean he's stepping on us?
Meanwhile, at a resistment encampment somewhere in the Empire.
Oh, Alphino still walks. So he must not have gotten taken.
But where's...
But who's that person with the sword on his back? The gun sword.
Yeah, who's and where's those...
He can't be an Ascian because he's been killing Ascians.
Yeah.
What in the world? Whoa. What happened here? Gray filter.
Oh. Well, that's just creepy.
Oh no, no pupils, rather.
Not even an eye color. Pupils are the... No, iris is the black part. Pupils... Well, no, pupils are the black part. Iris is the color. So they don't have a pupil or an iris.
Dead. All dead. Yet I see no wounds, nor any evidence of battle.
What happened? What happened?
So and so then, they finally used it.
Used what?
The Empire developed an alchemical weapon, Girvanya, a gas. Black Rose, it was called. And to breathe it is to breathe your last. And that did this? thought the project abandoned and its vile fruit destroyed, but naught else could have wrought such an atrocity.
Why do they keep looking at that one?
Fools. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Nay, wait. This is not the work of men, but monsters, the Ascians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Such a crime does indeed bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Ascians and put an end to their plot. What? This music? Do you like it? Reminds me a little bit of Final Fantasy VIII. Whenever you go into the pandemonium, it's playing music, some kind of music like this.
I just had to hear that music for a little bit, because that was cool.
Now this is officially the next part of the last patch.
Yep.
Soul searching.
Sorry.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments.
Well,
but the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring.
It's not asking.
Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Alphino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
Well, I mean not out.
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
These? Huh? Oh, Kyle. I haven't heard her voice.
Cryle? I thought you were busy delving into the mysteries of Eureka.
Oh, yeah.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me,
Can you turn that
regardless
up
of
a little
my
bit?
personal
It's getting hot.
circumstances.
You don't need to go turn the air on.
Huh?
You have to go turn the air on.
Oh.
I'll pause it and wait for you.
Okay, thanks. Well, you can just...
Or actually, I can just play it and go turn the air on. Because I've seen this, you haven't, so...
Yes, I should have thought of that.
Starts before I get back to you. You can talk.
Thank you for coming, Cryle. We would welcome your
I
insight.
had to use the restroom.
So do I.
And I should be happy to provide it.
Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys.
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
I did not mean to. Huh.
Well, that particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
My bad. I didn't mean to skip that one.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault.
So
but I'm worried
sorry.
he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so
Daddy has
concerned.
his earbud
Though his
in,
values
right?
remain the same, Alphino is
My
not
bad.
the blinkered boy he once
My
was.
bad.
Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone.
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh? Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
When you talk while they're talking, I can't tell what you're saying. You have to wait till they're done talking to talk. Okay, go ahead.
All I said was my bad because I accidentally clicked that instead of clicking, was it triangle or square? Whichever one to pause it, because I was going to forget you.
Okay. Close the door.
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms. Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation. I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes? If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred. I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy. Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Waiting on Katara to get back. Kra basically just said that their souls were not in their body.
Huh?
Their souls weren't fully in their body. You have to hold them.
It's okay, you can walk through. Just go like that. There you go. And then stand right there.
Hi, big boy. You have a good sleep?
Yeah, you took a big boy nap. Took a big nap. You know that? Ooh, honey, you need to sit on the potty. You're wet.
He's wet?
Yeah.
Now she can go sit on the potty.
Wait, let me open the door.
Make sure you tell Mom. Did you tell Mom?
Yeah, I said yes to use the potty.
Okay. What's your person?
I heard Master Matoya was something of a recluse, but this seems extreme. Still, I'll happily overlook her
eccentricity.
Eccentricities if she agrees to help us. Were you reading? Were you reading before I got here?
I was reading other stuff. I didn't know the story. I read what some of the other NPCs said and Rising Stone. You have to get closer because it's hard.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems. Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Gaiety?
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
So do you remember the last time they used the crystal eye? Do you remember? What?
They're trying to see where Mephilia was, right? Or something about Mephilia? Yeah.
First you Stella, and then Mephilia.
Yeah. Well, that's the last time I remember Mephilia.
She couldn't find Mephilia. She could only find Stola.
And
Tancred.
Stola is one of the afflicted, is she? Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
She got a humpback.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super bad. It's mainly just like this.
Mm-hmm. We just had a conversation about posture earlier today.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
So are we seeing who did it?
Trying to see where their souls are.
Oh, where their souls are.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just... It just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could the ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
Remember the Broodmother?
No, this is different.
Yeah.
The Kalyana girl was already
daughter.
dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray, excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way. That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them. I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Should have saw him did it.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting at shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that's but one thing at a time.
The plot thickens.
So it was that woman who turned Y'shtola. I have a distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scruff of the neck and having nonsense shaken out of me. When Alphino's back, I'd like to visit again and ask her what tales she has of grandfather.
Yeah, she's the one who taught Latoya. That's her name.
I almost can't bear what Maxima has to tell us. But it can't be bad news, can it? Lise would have said. Unless there's no point speculating. What? Lise said she'd notify the guards of our coming, so we should head straight to the palace gate in the Alamigan Quarter.
I'll be praying for good news. Learn what you can about Alphino's plight, and leave the search for our friends' lost souls to me. Greetings, Scion. The commander told me to expect you. Shall I show you in?
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Well, this is what happened to them. But I was just saying earlier what happened to them.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This shadow hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion.
Black Rose.
I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
What?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hier know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Nope.
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity.
Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
And then one of us
You heard it too.
didn't fall.
Well, at least we're both still standing.
Well, what other signs are there besides us two?
I know.
No, really, I'm asking. Kyle.
Yeah.
Alphina.
Mm.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So maybe something happened to one of those two?
Stop doing
I'm just
that.
saying. Every time that happens, somebody disappears.
But
Oh,
Crowd
thank
didn't
the gods.
feel it.
I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep
No,
happening?
Daddy, please, no.
I wish I knew.
No.
Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer.
But Crowd didn't
We'll keep working
feel
on it.
though.
But first,
And don't
we
know
need
if
to go and see Lord
Alphina
here.
did either.
Yeah, well, that one's it. We haven't talked to Alphina, though.
Yeah.
We just saw him whenever he walked up on that camp full of dead bodies. Why would he then be talking about his headache? You know?
You need to stop doing that.
So, Alphina is set. Oh, this is it.
For the present, at least. Now, all we need to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. Or is he? I'm actually glad at least tasked us with visiting Lord here. Better to be dashing from place to place than sitting around stewing over things we can't change. To the Enclave. We're going around.
World.
Yes. We're going. Boom, 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 boom. We going places. You messed it up again.
What's this? Ally with me, good people of Malavigo. Did you see that guy?
Yeah, and one of them said, yeah. I mean, no. Like, actually, they said what?
By the way, before we get into Shadowbringers, do you think we should finish the 24-man and the 8-man? So that's what he is. He's part of the 24-man. I'll take that as a yes.
Don't take it as a yes.
Greetings, my friends. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance.
Alright, did we tell him about Fischl and Yanje?
Well, the coach of the Confederacy, you already know, it was your own strength and orange that won against the cooperation of the Step Tribes. We have also been joined by our neighbors from Nankshan and the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca.
That looks like a girl. Yeah, I know it just
Though the scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somewhat delay their official induction.
Do you see his outfit?
Mm-hmm.
And his hair? Mm-hmm. It looks like a girl.
These proud peoples are united under a single purpose, to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire.
I'm glad to see your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon have need of your strength. So basically, Ariandre and Stola fell, and now the Garlands are trying to plan to attack Almigo, and now, yeah.
Thank you for bringing me news of Alphino. His fate is never far from my thoughts. And only because, haha, what you were talking about, he didn't even respond to. I remember you did that to me earlier. His fate is never far from my thoughts.
See, as for son, the core of the Imperial forces, I agree that Alamigo would be wise to show up his partners with all haste.
A report we received from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring the fist down upon Eorzi. And I would help deflect that blow, but I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our wall in the burn is in place. The all-important Allegan energy barrier. The energy barrier, yes. I thought to call it something more auspicious. A name drawn from the four lords of legend, perhaps. Sirius Aegis, or some such. Well, just a thought. The Ironwork engineers report that they have finished calibrating the generators.
Like you trying to name something.
And are ready to proceed to the testing stage.
To be cool.
We haven't done that either with the four lords. Have you time to attend the first test? We've seen the field which protected Az's law firsthand, and I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. Let's go check it out.
I will come too, if you don't mind. Though I'm no Y'shtola, I may be able to offer some insight.
Of course. Time being of the essence, it would be best if we made directly for the burn. Yugiri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the war council to a close. Understood. Your mounts are saddled and ready, my lord. Where are the storms? He's like, let's look at each other longer. We will cross the burn by Yul and Shotgun as before. When we had the overlook near the house of the
I
priest.
laughed because you said that and you're so stupid.
Yeah. I hate it. Makes it funny again. Stare deeply into each other's eyes. Okay. Love these chairs. You getting dizzy?
Yeah.
Give the word when you're ready to take
Hey, that's exactly where we did that. The burn. When I go to.
Exactly where we did the burn.
Hey, that's cool.
Neato.
Yeah. When we still go to when I go to Aliport sometimes for fun, I still see that Leviathan entrance.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand.
Brings memories back.
Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
It fails. Just kidding. At least Y'shtola didn't fall before it. She sent the Aether here. Because that would ruin absolutely everything.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. $1,000 yards. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected.
Hey, that's what it looks like when you fly too far or fly too close to the sky.
5,000! Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
And it's invisible, so you can't see it.
Good point. I never thought about that.
What if those are in those places too? That's
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us.
It's kind of funny. Unless it goes right through. Oh.
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Huh? Who that? Or is that the... No! No!
He gone.
It's Alphino. What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
I'm about to run into the barrier.
I know. Okay, now you can go. He must have had it and he fell.
With that last one, when we did it in front of everybody, that last one, that's probably the one that took him.
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
Your brother gone. His soul.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions.
Reunions?
Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Huh?
How does he know that?
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't remember you, sir. I'm sorry. Oh. Not the first one.
Black Wolf?
Is it?
They're the same thing. Geisman Belsar was his name and the Black Wolf was his nickname. They're the same thing, so which one do you want to do?
The Black Wolf.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Aye. Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
Thought you
Stand
died.
down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Do you remember how it unfolded? How I was deceived by La Hebrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea?
That wasn't the point. Because the Empire is
The Ascian used
founded
me,
by Ascians.
as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment, at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause.
It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians. The Black Wolf has shed his pelt.
He's always throwing masks.
Never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge.
Now does the white mask make sense?
My principal quarry was to be La Hebrea, whom I gather you have since ushered into oblivion.
Now it's about to be
But so many more remain.
Elibius or whatever his name
Long
is.
as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword.
Amen, brother.
Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Okay, put the word.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired.
I wonder if he told Alpha that.
Among the Ascians, the black-masked ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source.
He's the one that went into the Rising Stones and stole Minfilia, and that's when Moonbrita gave herself up to completely destroy him.
Oh yeah.
You used the little staff thing and blew him up while he was inside that crystal. Yeah, that was not Brialis.
The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmett Selk, about whom little is known.
You want to know about Emmett Selk?
Yeah.
We have files on La Hebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmett Selk is new to us?
Emmett Selk is the one who was talking about he founded the Empire. That was him. He's the strongest Ascian alive currently. Well, I don't know if it's a tie, but I think he may be stronger than Elidibus, I think. Maybe.
As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch.
Who is it?
Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records.
Who is me?
The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno C.A. Galvus.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
I'll hold it. What's he watching? It's not a watch, it's
But
a
the
game.
tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized.
That's how he has the same body.
And what should we find in
So when
each
Luke
and
fills
every
another one, he just
incubator?
fills up another one.
But a young
Teleports.
Emperor Solus. All of which prompts the question, were the Asians responsible for these abominations? Or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
I need to know when bird is. First one. I need to know when.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods. Even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Asian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
No, my baby. Hey, look over here. Don't do that. Don't do that again. Sorry.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least.
What is that? This is like...
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Wait, so the next time it happens, it'll be one of us. Or will we cry? I don't know. I don't think she didn't say she'd get it though.
Yeah.
She gets it, so it'll be either us or Alice if it happens again. I'm not saying it will. I like his music.
Alphino is safely ensconced in a private chamber. My finest healer is examining him as we speak. What you laughing at?
At you.
You see me?
Laughing at you.
you.
I've spoken with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost in a sleep, which he cannot be awoken, just like the others. No, like no others. It seems like even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away to escape that crazy voice.
I share your frustration, Alize. I do. The Alphino is returned to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to wake him. Until then, you can but fulfill your duties as a scion, yours and your brother's both.
You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made, and little time to make them. To business, then, my lord. Now we know that Siryu's wall works as intended. Can we expect reinforcements for Alameda?
You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Pray be aware, however, that they will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boast teleportation magics, the bulk of our forces must be transported by sea, a lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Aldernar Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distances in question, we are in a happy position of being able to call upon those who plotted the course of my people's exodus to Eorzea. Beyond the procurement of ships, I think it unlikely that our East Aldernar friends will consent to any involvement in military operations, but I am certain they will afford Alphino a berth aboard one of their vessels. I shall have a Kyrusian accompany him every ilm of the way to the Rising Stones.
Do you have my thing for it, man?
Asher, you're making too much noise. Yugiri, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo, enlist all of those capable of teleportation, and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. That's you.
Here you go. Here. Sit on this. I want those. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. At least in the Alliance leaders will be glad indeed to welcome the combined strength of the East. Will this be the end of the Empire? This is a lot of cutscenes. Meanwhile, at the Black Rose chemical plant, whoa.
Our supplies at Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance. See that you do.
Why he is a bad guy? Because he's a happy moody. Because he has a happy
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention.
Because he is a bad guy.
A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you. Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing. A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the
deluge of light
has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence.
The gas should be susceptible to its
Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into a civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way.
Super close.
Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research.
Okay.
And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey? If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
Because he's crazy.
All done.
Alright, y'all. Well, we'll leave it there for today.
But
the next time we live stream, yeah, it's a wolf. Lord willing, we'll be going into Shadowbringers.
why are you airs? Because you walk in.
There's just one fight and one dungeon left.
Then why can't we do it?
Because the babies are awake. It's gonna take some time. There's some long cutscenes. So, plus it smells like Mama's cooking in there. So. Alright, y'all. Well, we appreciate y'all for watching. And we will see you in the next one. We'll say bye for now. You gonna say bye?
Bye. Wait, let Asher say. Here, come here. Come here. You say bye and I'm like, come here. Get your legs off of that. Okay. Wait, don't end it yet. Let Asher say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, live stream. Bye-bye, my team. How old are you, Asher? You're gonna turn 4. Yeah. Why are you so hard to get? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Boop.